hope you write back this time and we get to be good friends. I am sure our relationship would be a real home run.
Well, if you read it out of context...
There's no right context.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 TV shows that exceeded expectations.
Well, you always left me satisfied and smiling, so...
That's what she said!
Next step is to fold in the cheese.
What does that mean? What does fold in the cheese mean?
He folds it in.
You have failed this city.
For this list, we're looking at those sleeper TV hits that blew us all away. We'll be leaving out animated shows like Avatar: The Last Airbender, since those shows could have a list all their own. What's your favorite surprise TV hit? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Cobra Kai. Wax on, wax off. Who doesn't know that iconic line from the first Karate Kid film?
Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand. Wax on, wax off.
After a few lackluster sequels stopped the franchise cold, it was announced that a TV series would continue the story. Cobra Kai takes place 34 years after the 1984 movie. Although the original film series mostly followed Daniel LaRusso, aka the Karate Kid, the show tells its own story from multiple perspectives. Most of the screen time is surprisingly devoted to Johnny Lawrence, Daniel's washed-up former bully. The choice to focus the story on people who were not the Karate Kid, or rather karate adults nowadays, could have backfired.
Out of nowhere, the guy sucker punches.
What an asshole.
I know, man. I did what any dude would do. I defended myself. I figured that was that. But LaRusso wouldn't leave it alone.
But the show's nostalgia factor and strong casting pleased fans and critics alike.
So we both made it to the finals. It was 2-2.
What happened? Who won?
LaRusso won. I lost. But what's worse is I lost Allie.
Number 9, Fargo. While remaking a beloved classic is hard, creating a successful series set in the universe of a movie that's already deemed pretty near perfect is almost impossible.
You okay, Margie?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just morning sickness. Well, that passed.
Yeah?
Yeah, now I'm hungry again.
But the creators of the Fargo TV show were able to improve upon perfection. While the anthology series borrows the name and spirit of the Coen brothers' critically acclaimed film, the characters and storylines are all brand new. And the talent in front of the camera cannot be matched.
Well, I mean, of course it's, a tragedy.
Well, why'd you kill him then?
Now, hold on a second. I never...
Well, actually, you did. Remember, yes or no?
I never said yes.
Billy Bob Thornton's chilling performance in Season 1 and the knockout turns by Jesse Plemons and Kirsten Dunst in Season 2 all helped make Fargo into a show that simply could not be ignored.
Hun, listen to me. I ran over him, hit and run, and then you stabbed him with a gardening tool. The cops, do you think they're gonna believe us?
I don't know.
Number 8, Arrow. Although comic books can be great fodder for television shows and movies, they can just as easily become critical flops. I'm looking at you, Batman vs. Superman.
Why did you say that name? Martha, why did you say that name?
Stop! Please, stop!
Why did you say that name?
It's his mother's name!
So you'd be forgiven for thinking a show based on lesser-known superhero Oliver Queen, aka Green Arrow, wouldn't be a hit. But to everyone's surprise, Arrow became very popular. The series ran for 8 seasons and became the highest-rated CW show in 5 years. It also featured fun characters and stellar action scenes.
You have failed this city.
Despite the fact that his only superpower was shooting arrows really well, Oliver Queen made for a compelling superhero. Coincidentally, this show began the same year The Hunger Games came out. Maybe Arrow brought in people who were hungry for more archery. Number 7, Twin Peaks. Who'd have thunk something so utterly weird could withstand the test of time? Twin Peaks was a strange show with mysterious plotlines and odd characters.
I've got good news. That the mule is going to come back in style.
But despite its bizarre nature, Twin Peaks gave ABC's Thursday night slot its highest ratings in 4 years during its first season. But all good things must come to an end. Or must they? After Twin Peaks was canceled due to its second season's low ratings, the series continued in 2017.
What's happening to me?
Someone manufactured you.
Once again, audiences were drawn to the show's unique storytelling and relentlessly weird tone. We're not sure how many shows could return after a 25-year hiatus and have critics declare it one of the best series of the year. But we know that Twin Peaks was worth the wait. Number 6, Battlestar Galactica. For a couple of decades, it looked like Battlestar Galactica was nothing more than a short-lived 70s cult hit. But the 2004 sci-fi reboot brought the show back into the public light like no one could have expected. With veteran actors Edward James Olmos and Mary McDonnell at the helm, Battlestar quickly became a huge blip on the Dreidus of prestige television.
So say we all.
So say we all.
The show's grounded nature and political intrigue had critics comparing it to mainstream dramas like Deadwood and 24. Plus, the chemistry between Jamie Bamber's Apollo and Katie Sackhoff's Starbuck gave space nerds everywhere a love story to root for. So say we all. Number 5, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. This crass sitcom has a massive following. But what's really amazing is that anyone liked it at all. The show follows a group of narcissistic, degenerate Philadelphia residents who make everyone's lives a living hell. Their antics range from ridiculous to illegal to truly offensive.
I'm not ready, I don't want to do it, and you can't make me.
Fine, okay. Stay here and bang your broads and feel sorry for yourself. I don't care, I don't need you. I'll get another gay.
But over the years, the show has miraculously stayed true to its awful characters while managing to grow.
And I hope you write back this time and we get to be good friends. I am sure our relationship would be a real home run.
Well, if you read it out of context...
There's no right context.
We may have originally turned into Hate Watch Mac, Dennis, Dee, and Charlie's wild antics, but the show has proven it can be achingly sincere when it wants to be. Take, for example, the time Mac came out to his father through interpretive dance. That scene had no right to make us cry so much. Number 4, Schitt's Creek. Nowadays, everyone has at least heard of Schitt's Creek, but that hasn't always been the case. This charming Canadian sitcom has had quite a life.
My eyes are brown. I am basically sample size. And one time I escaped from a Thai drug lord's car trunk by bribing him with sex.
While it originally aired on the Pop TV channel in the US, the show didn't see a huge bump in popularity until its first 3 seasons arrived on Netflix. The buzz just kept on building until the show received a record-breaking 15 Emmy nominations and took home 9 statues for its final season. Awards aside, the show's filled with heartwarming moments that take you by surprise.
You're simply the best, better than all the rest.
From Patrick serenading David to watching the Rose family grow together, Schitt's Creek was more than just a funny show. And did we mention that Moira is a true gift to humanity?
Next step is to fold in the cheese.
What does that mean? What does fold in the cheese mean?
He folds it in.
Number 3, Stranger Things. A supernatural whodunit set in the 1980s that follows a group of young friends. Yeah, we know this premise already. We've seen The Goonies, but Stranger Things quickly proved itself to be anything but ordinary. By the second episode, stream data proved that fans were hooked. Stranger Things broke viewership records again in season 3. Even if you weren't born in the 80s, you still might have developed an urge to go to an arcade or play Dungeons & Dragons. When you combine the nostalgic feels of the show's setting with its stellar cast of actors, you get another bona fide hit for Netflix.
No, I'm sorry, I can't. Okay. Thanks.
This is my first day here.
And another one bites the dust. You are 0 for 6, Popeye.
Yeah, I can count.
Number 2, The Office. The Office is one adaptation we definitely had to include on our list. The British version of the comedy was a short-lived but beloved show, so its American counterpart had a lot of hype to live up to. Unfortunately, the US version's first season struggled to get out of its predecessor's shadow.
Damn it! Jim!
Okay, hold on. Judge is in session. What is the problem here?
You put my stuff in Jell-O again.
But the show found its own voice in season 2, when the writers figured out how to bring out the best in Steve Carell's Michael Scott.
You know why they call me Prison Mike?
Do you really expect us to believe you're somebody else?
Do you really expect me to not push you up against the wall, biatch?
They gave us iconic moments such as Prison Mike and the most quotable 4 words of any sitcom.
Well, you always left me satisfied and smiling, so...
That's what she said.
We also cannot forget Jim and Pam, who gave audiences a couple they could root for.
Totally. Pam. Sorry. Are you free for dinner tonight?
Yes.
All right. Then it's a date.
Although reboots and remakes don't always work out, we're glad The Office got a chance to shine. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Dark. This atmospheric and sometimes confusing show became a huge hit. You. Stalkers can make good TV too.
You sound apologetic, like you're embarrassed to be a good girl, and you murmur your first word to me.
Hello. Do you work here?
Guilty.
The Leftovers. We were nervous after Lindelof's Lost ended, but he proved us wrong. New Girl. The show that gave us True American deserves unending praise.
Good night, Nick.
Good night.
Letterkenny. Canadian humor strikes again.
How many times you pulled your horn today, bud?
What?
Oh, she's bashful.
Oh, come on, kitten. I won't tell anyone. Ballpark 6 to 8. You're a animal.
Play a little 5-on-1.
Hit the kitchen, mix a batch.
Feed the ducks.
Distribute some free literature.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is unquestionably one of the most popular television shows to ever exist. It's so universally beloved now, it's hard to remember a time when it wasn't. But just like it took time for Walter White to descend into evil, it took a while for people to become obsessed.
3 months, then out. $3 million. May I take this as a yes?
After the first 3 seasons landed on Netflix, Breaking Bad got a huge spike in viewership. Audiences were finally able to catch up and appreciate what critics had seen all along. Breaking Bad was groundbreaking in so many ways.
Tell this asshole if he wants to learn how to make my product, he's got to do it my way. The right way.
I speak English.
Its dark main character, stellar supporting cast, and you know what? Don't just take our word for it. The Guinness World Records has Breaking Bad listed as the highest rated show of all time.
Now, say my name. Heisenberg. You're goddamn right.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.